Hello and welcome everyone, it's Capcan. We're looking at our Beast Mastery talent tree from Dragonflight, which starts with Cobra Shot. A quick shot causing physical damage reduces the cooldown of kill command by 1 second. One of our main abilities that we have already in our rotation. Barbed Shot. Instant. 12 seconds recharge, 2 charges. Fire a shot that tears through your enemy, causing them to bleed for 45% of attack power, multiplied by 5 damage over 8 seconds. Sends your pet into a frenzy, increasing attack speed by 30% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, generates 20 focus over 8 seconds. We have it already again. Multi-shot. Instant cast, fires several missiles, hitting all nearby enemies within 8 yards at your current target for very low physical damage, deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Again, one of our main abilities. Pack Tactics, passive focus generation increased by 100%, which only increases the spamminess of the subclass that Beastmaster is. Aspect of the Beast increases the damage and healing of your pet's abilities by 30%, increases the effectiveness of your pet's predator's thirst, endurance training, and pathfinding passives by 50%. Okay, so just massive passive buff for your pet's damage. Then should we go with sections? Okay, let's go with sections of the tree. Animal Companion. Your call pet additionally summons the first pet from your stable. This pet will obey your kill command but cannot use pet family abilities. We already have this talent. It's one of the talents that you're picking from one of the first rows in your talent tree currently. Let's go here. Oh no, I'm probably gonna just get some talents here in order to be able to spend my points and see how the talents with 2 talent points scale. Flame Waker's Cobra Sting. Cobra Shot has a 10% chance to make your next kill command consume no focus, and there is probably gonna be 20% chance as well, which makes your again, you're just using more skills, more spamming and stuff like that. Nothing really. Yeah, let's just see, let's not get ahead of us. Dire Beast summons a powerful wild beast that attacks the target and roars, increasing your haste by 5% for 8 seconds, 20 seconds cooldown instant. Pretty interesting cooldown that you can get, so additional beasts, which makes you feel like more of a hunter with a lot of pets rather than like 1 or 2. Okay. In for the kill. Kill command has 10% chance to reset the cooldown of kill shot and causes your next kill shot to be usable on any target regardless of the target's health. Yes, so this thing as well gives us, just like in marksmanship talent tree, it gives us free kill shots, it gives us procs for your mostly single target DPS over here. So yeah, you can just add your kill shot to your rotation not only when your enemy is below 20% of health, but just regularly. And now we have something to the center probably. Yeah, so these talents, they're on a brink of the center / left side. So Beast Cleave. After you multi-shot, your pet's melee attacks also strike all nearby enemies for 35% as much. For the next 3 seconds, deals reduced damage beyond 3000 targets, probably not 3000. And then second level is 75% as much for the next 6 seconds, and for the 6000 targets, which is probably not the correct number as well. So okay, your pet's melee attacks cleave, which is pretty good for AoE. So this talent was more focused on single target. This like 3-4 talents Yeah, and here we have our multi-shot buff. Let's see. Barbed shot increases your critical strike chance by 3% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 1 or 2 or 3 times. Okay, that's what the thing that we currently have. That's our either our talent or our passive, something like that. Kill Cliff. While Beast Cliff is active, kill command now also strikes nearby enemies for 50% of damage dealt. Yes, so this part, this little part of the tree is definitely as well AoE focused. Okay, let's go here. Here we have Bestial Wrath. Sends you and your pet into a rage, instantly dealing physical damage to its target, and increases all damage you both deal by 25% for 15 seconds. Remove all crowd control effects from your pet. 1.5 minutes cooldown, one of our main DPS cooldowns. You're definitely not gonna skip it. So it's just general utility, and I can't really sort it out into single target or AoE focused. It's just good everywhere. So yeah, here we have our stomp. When you cast Barbed Shot, your pet stomps the ground, dealing some part of the physical damage to all nearby enemies. And this is even more AoE. We have this talent currently with our current talents, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Barbed Wrath. Barbed Shot reduces the cooldown of Bestial Wrath by 12 seconds. Okay, and it has 12 seconds recharge, 2 charges, which means more uptime on Bestial Wrath with probably, yeah, okay, quite interesting. Okay, let's see right side. Sharp Barbs. Barbed Shot, damage increased by 20%, so more emphasis on using it, which makes it pretty good with reducing the cooldown of Bestial Wrath, but you're gonna use it anyway because it generates you focus. It's like it's core of your ability, it's core of your rotation. You don't really have that much abilities, which probably means that you're gonna use all of them. Depends on situation. Either AoE ones for AoE and single target ones for single target. So yeah, more damage for Barbed Shot. Choose one. A Murder of Crows. Okay, 30 focus, 1 minute cooldown. Summons a flock of crows to attack your target, dealing physical damage over 15 seconds. If the target dies while under attack, a Murder of Crows cooldown is reset. That's more of a open world talent, at least in my experience. Bloodshed. 50 yards range, instant 1 minute cooldown. Command your pet to tear into your target, causing your target to bleed over 18 seconds, and increase all damage taken from your pet, but only from your pet, by 15% for 18 seconds. So that's way more single target oriented, serious raid talent that you can take, either raid or M+ for your boss part damage. Okay, so yeah, Bloodshed. Cobra Senses. Cobra Shot reduces the cooldown of kill command. So more, not procs, more stuff packed into your basic 3 or 4 abilities, which, yeah, so to be honest, Beast Mastery 3 looks pretty simple, just as the specialization itself plays pretty simple. You don't really have to combinate as much of cooldowns and different skills that have dependencies one on another. You're more of a just spammy subclass. Yes, and the whole tree with all passive increases, with all passive damage boosts, with all passive procs that decrease cooldowns of your like 3 or 4 abilities. It's very apparent that that Beast Mastery is gonna be definitely positioned like a pretty simple, straightforward class with not that much buttons. Quapla, Eredan War Order. Barbed Shot, it deals 5% increased damage, and applying Barbed Shot has a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of kill command, probably. To reduce, wait a second, and there's gonna be 100% chance to the cooldown. Yeah, maybe not reset the cooldown of kill command, But 7.5% seconds is not that much anyway, which means, yeah, it may be even resetting the cooldowns, which makes your rotation a little bit more interesting, and it is gonna vary more if you're using your stuff accurate or not, but it still revolves around your key abilities, and there are not so much of them that you have. Aspect of the Wild. Instant 2 minutes cooldown. Fire off a Cobra shot at your current target and one other enemy near your current target. For the next 20 seconds, your Cobra shot will fire at one extra target, and Cobra shot focus cost reduced by 10. 2 minutes cooldown. So that's cleave ability. That's ability for if you have two bosses or something like that, where you have to deal damage to two targets. Okay. Wild Call. Your auto shot critical strikes have a 20% chance to reset the cooldown of Barbed Shot. And again, more resets of cooldowns, more spams. All right, have nothing against it. Now let's look at the parts of the trees, I guess. So Kill Command has a 10% chance to also summon a Dire Beast to attack your target for 8 seconds. Okay, so even more focus on procs for single target abilities. Dire Beast lasts an additional 1 second and deal 20% increased damage, and there are gonna be way more beasts surrounding you, more like more companions, and it's gonna look pretty cool from the point of your style and visual points, yeah, something like that. Every 5 Dire Beasts summoned resets the cooldown of Kill Command and reduces the focus cost and cooldown of Kill Command by 50% for 8 seconds. Okay, yes, that's 100% very single target focused stuff. Even though Kill Command can deal damage to nearby enemies, the Dire Beast itself, if I'm not mistaken, probably does not. And yeah, so okay. Here we have our Wailing Arrow that we already saw in the Marksmanship talent tree. 2 seconds cast time, 1 minute cooldown, firing Enchanted Hour, dealing massive shadow damage to your main target, and an additional okay damage to all enemies within 8 yards of your target. Targets struck by a Wailing Arrow are silenced for 5 seconds. You don't really have additional talent that's gonna upgrade the Wailing Arrow itself, that's gonna give it additional damage, additional stuff that is gonna justify you picking that, but still it's just 1 talent point, so maybe I'm not against it. I think it's pretty cool skill itself, at least looks like that. Scent of Blood. Activating Bestial Wrath grants 1 charge of Barbed Shot. Yeah, so more burst for you, but maybe wait a second, and you can, yes, and so you're gaining 2 Barbed Shots in instant, and then you can decrease the cooldown of Bestial Wrath instantly for at least 24 seconds and more afterwards. So yeah, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I haven't played Beastmaster in a long time. Well, not that long, but not played it seriously. So choose one. Killer Cobra. While Bestial Wrath is active, Cobra Shot resets the cooldown on Kill Command. Holy shit. Even more procs, even more of the cooldown kill commands and stuff. Rylak Stalker's Piercing Fangs. So that sounds like our legendary ability that we currently have in Shadowlands. While Bestial Wrath is active, your pet's critical damage dealt is increased by 30%. So critical strike multiplier, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's see what's up with our last part of the tree. Wild Call, probably we're gonna take it. One with the pack. A Wild Call has a 5% increased chance to reset the cooldown of Barbed Shot. So that's the cooldown that generates you additional barbed shots just from auto shot critical strike chances. 5%, 10%. So instead of 20% of generating barbed shot after you crit with auto attack, you're gonna have 30%. Here we have choose one master handler. Each temporary beast summoned reduces the cooldown of aspect of the wild. Okay, so more cleave damage if you need it and more uptime on cleave. While aspect of the wild is active, Cobra Shot deals 30% increased damage. And that is just more burst during the window itself. Call of the Wild. Instant 3 minutes cooldown. You sound the Call of the Wild, summoning 2 of your active pets for 20 seconds. During this time, a random pet from your stable will appear every 4 seconds to assault your target for 6 seconds. Visually pretty interesting. It definitely plays with your fantasy of Beast Caller, Beastmaster and stuff like that. So pretty cool that we have an option like that. Choose one. Wild Instincts. So that's 2 minutes cooldown. While Call of the Wild is active, Barbed Shot has a 25% chance to gain a charge anytime focus is spent. So even more Barbed Shots, which means even more Bestial Wrath uptime, even more Frenzy uptime on your pets, even more critical strike chances, if I'm not mistaken, but I forgot where the talent itself. Yeah, so just more uptime of barbed shots. Bloody Frenzy. While Call of the Wild is active, Barbed Shot affects all of your summoned pets. Oh, so they all get your attack speed frenzy, which is pretty cool and makes it better burst window talent. So my conclusion is definitely that the bottom part of the tree looks interesting. There is very, very big emphasis on you to become a spam god with all the procs and recooldowns and resets and stuff like that, and not that much active abilities, which is pretty okay for the Beastmaster itself, as it plays out just like the Beastmaster right now, but it may feel even like more spammy, which is just a different playstyle that is cool for someone, and definitely not really the thing that I look to play with. I more prefer marksmanship. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day. Please subscribe to my channel, and goodbye.